All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Today is the 26th of January, 2022. We have some exciting things going on today. Obviously, we got Jerome on the mic coming in a little bit later. We also have some earnings. We'll go over Microsoft, and let's go ahead and just check really quick on who is reporting this afternoon. All right, so let's see, before open tomorrow, that should be today, this morning, we got Boeing, AT&T, ADP, Anthem, quite a few names, so it's kind of like Christmas right now, right? But there's only one thing that I want to focus on today for the most part, and that is our zero DTE trades. That's DTE as in days till expiration. That means what I'll be looking at are options and equity trades based off of today's action. What I'll be using is TradingView and Thinkorswim. So Thinkorswim will be watching on the side. TradingView I use primarily for my charts. And we'll be kind of going over how I use my setup to make trading that much easier during the day. Okay, so first things first, just like every morning, we're going to start with the ES futures. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. We talked about in the broad market analysis that I was looking for a flush low, and guess what? That's what happened to us a couple days ago on Monday, matter of fact, so it was perfect timing for our video. And I just want to point this out to you and show you what that looks like. So if you watch the video, then you know it happened. So price came down into my entry on Reclaim, you can see here. We flushed right here. A lot of traders buying puts down here at the bottom, and lo and behold, nice push up, nice hammer. We have an inside candle. Yesterday we had to play within the range, and this was like basically my notes to my team. You're going to want to take this low and then use some Fibonacci's here, just like this. And we're going to come up to this range here, come down. And at the end of the day, our range, even today, right now, very important, is 4442. Okay, to the upside. Now, if we could break above there, things start to look a lot better towards that 4,500, 4,512 level. As far as support is concerned, we want to be looking at this 23.6 at 43.55. That is the range that I'm concentrating on today. So my expected range, again, 45.12 by 43.55, okay, on ES futures. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's look at the skew. Remember the skew, this is your hedge funds. Basically risk on or risk off. They're looking for standard 2 deviations in the market. Notice that the skew came down into our risk on levels on Monday, actually on Friday, and then Monday we had that really nice bounce. So again, if you go back to the broad market analysis, we looked for that range to come in, flush a lot of retail traders out, and then we were looking for buyers to come in, and that they did. Yesterday was just a digest day. So if you're really good at scalping and so forth, it gave you a lot of opportunity to make some money in there towards the end of the day, definitely on the call side. Okay, and then we sold off at the end of the day. All right, and then after market, same thing with Microsoft, and then both those came all the way back, and here we are this morning sitting at 63 to 65 points up. Okay, exactly how we plan things, because the higher time frames are saying, listen, we came into demand, we came into support, we got Jerome on the mic today, we created range going into this catalyst, and that's what we want to see as day traders. So the range is there, folks. How you trade today is very, very important, and we'll be going over that here shortly. Okay, so the skew again was basically saying things are getting a little rough out there. It's time to start getting a little brave, put on your big boy pants, and start thinking about some moves to the upside. Okay? Alright, so the next thing we're going to be looking at is the put-call ratio. I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on this. Basically what it comes down to are most participants were sitting on the put side. Okay? Meaning, most of them were worried, most are scared, they start buying puts, and most people start to buy puts at the bottom instead of buying puts at the top. And we're going to go over that as well today. Okay, very important. So Where do we find ourselves? Basically, just like the skew, the put call was coming into an area that we wanted to start thinking about the call side. All right, so for myself, long term, I bought out 80 plus days. Short term, I had some put debits, put butterflies, and so forth like that. Small risk, high return. Let's go ahead and move over here. All right, so my concentration here at Trendy Trading on 0 DTE days is going to be anything that expires today. So SPY, SPX, and so forth. The way that I trade this is that I have myself a 5, a 3, and a 1 minute chart. Now I'm primarily trading off of the 3. Okay, I like to stay in trend if I plan on holding using a 10-minute time frame. All right. As you can see, there are some red and green arrows on my screen. Basically, all I do is follow these. They're pretty straightforward. Yesterday, we had, I think my win ratio was probably 7 out of 8 trades in the SPY. Okay. This morning, I've already taken a trade and made money and closed just by using my neutral strategy and my buy signals. So we've already 1 for 1 this morning. So congratulations to anybody out there that might have followed that. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and look here again. So we have SPYs 5, 3, and 1. This is what I'll be watching. A couple rules for me. I won't be taking any shorts if we're not underneath the cloud, and I won't be taking any longs if I'm not above the cloud. Okay? Alright, so the next thing we're going to be looking at here is going to be NVIDIA. Well, you know what? We're going to scratch that. Let's go ahead and take NVIDIA off there. We're going to be looking at Microsoft. Okay, and I want to put this on a 4-hour. Let's just check the 5-minute really quick. Kind of show you those buy signals and so forth. Could be trading this already here pre-market. You can see I got a buy signal here and a buy signal here. One a little bit earlier yesterday after market. We are holding this cloud very nicely. This is pretty straightforward, folks. I got the line in the sand. This is close to a cash close. It's not quite there. And what I'm going to do from here is go ahead and find our higher probability of a support area. So I have all this templated already. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a box here. I'm going to come up just a tad on this, right where this red candle is. Okay, just like that. Let's go ahead and delete this. And again, we teach you all this. And all I'm doing is using range. And these are very high probability trades. So I'm going to clone this. So basically, this is what you have, guys. Okay. You have what I would call a neutral box. Okay. And basically what this is derived from are Fibonacci's using range and so forth. And again, very high probability if Microsoft, if the bulls are basically looking to bid this up, we should dip down into the box, find buyers, then I'll be looking for my buy signals, look to take the trade to the upside. Now, a good trader always understands where their targets are. In this case, you know, we don't want to put traders out there just blindly by pushing alerts. So very, very important that we have some sort of target. Okay, so I'm looking up and to the left. I'm going to go ahead and take this pivot high over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to clone this. Okay, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to come just underneath that pivot. All right, we have one target here at 311.45. Let's go ahead and clone this. And then we're going to come up to the proprietary scripts that I have here. This is called the Trendy Edge. And we're just going to come right actually underneath that cloud right there at around 317.45. Okay, so targets to the upside, possible 311.45 by 317.45. Hey, Austin, how about now, man? Is everything okay now? You never know. With YouTube, it's always, you know, laggy and glitchy. It's probably one of the reasons why when we go live over there, it just kind of depends what you're going to get, you know. Alright, so over here in the lower right hand corner, we'll be using VIX as well. We'd like to see VIX kind of pull back and get back down there towards that 20.5 level. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be our blueprint for Microsoft. Be careful, there's going to be premium attached, okay, to those options, obviously. And remember, we're already here on Wednesday, so we're very short in time. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So if you're wrong, that premium is going to get sucked out very quickly. You're not going to do very well. So what do we practice in here every day? Wait for your setups. Stay patient. I'm waiting for a drop into the box. Then I'm going to wait for the cloud. I'm going to wait for my buy signals, and then I'll execute from there. Okay? Pretty straightforward. SPY. Let's go ahead and start over here one more time. Again, just waiting for buy signals, staying very patient. If it's in the cloud, not doing anything. Let's make that very clear. Alright, so I got some BABA. Alright, I have some spreads that I started. I like this BABA. I like that we're creating this base here. If we could take out the pre-market highs, yesterday highs, we could see a move up into 124 by 127 by 129. Expect a lot of volatility today, guys. Once Jerome gets on the mic, or as he's preparing to get onto the mic, I guarantee you that most likely we'll be coming into one of my trendy levels or indicators. Okay, it's always the same thing. Alright, so another one that we're looking at is going to be XLE. We're in that trade. Okay, we are looking pretty good here this morning. Let's see what we're trading at. So we're up about 97 cents or so. We went ahead and got out of the higher deltas, went for the weekly with some profits. And let me go ahead and show you what I'm looking at here. Actually, let's just go into the day. Alright, just like that. So yesterday we came off of this support. This is what we were looking for. This is what I call an inside and up. We came up into this double top, and basically now we're breaking over it. If you want to, you could draw a line here. You could see where the pre-market action is, okay, up here. And let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. You just kind of come up here, touch that, boom. Current price is where this orange dotted line is. Let me go ahead and draw you a candle to help you understand. Okay, my target was here, 67.37. Even if price starts to break down a little bit, what I would like to see is that as price comes in here, what was resistance turns into support, just like this, kind of flag for a bit. Okay, get something like that, and then we'll break off into our target. Okay, now if you're up and you're feeling good about it on open, obviously they're your positions. You do what you want with them. They should be up nicely this morning.